From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, January the 17th, 2019. A man first reported as an Israeli citizen but now believed to be an American citizen who crossed from Israel into Lebanon is now being held in Lebanon. The IDF had reported on Tuesday that soldiers had observed a tear in the border fence between Israel and Lebanon and had also seen tracks believing someone had gone through the fence. And today, the Lebanese military said it captured the man whom they identified as Colin Emery Doyle, saying that he was being questioned by the Army's intelligence officers. The IDF said it was looking into those Lebanese reports. The White House responded today to an Israeli television report about the yet-to-be-unveiled U.S. peace plan, calling the report inaccurate. U.S. Special Representative for International Negotiations Jason Greenblatt took to social media to weigh in on the report by Israel's Channel 13 reporter Barak Ravid, who had said in his report, which cited a, quote, senior American official, that Trump's peace proposal would provide for Jerusalem to be divided, with Israel maintaining sovereignty in West Jerusalem, parts of East Jerusalem, and the, quote, Holy Basin, including the Old City, adding that that area would be jointly run with the Palestinians, Jordan, and possibly other countries. Greenblatt wrote on Twitter in response to that report that it was not accurate. He wrote that speculation about the content of the plan is not helpful. Very few people on the planet know what is in it for now. He added that peddling false, distorted, or biased stories to the media is irresponsible and harmful to the process, and that people should only listen to President Trump, U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman, White House Special Advisor Jared Kushner, or himself about the U.S. peace plan. The IDF yesterday discovered an illegal weapons workshop in the West Bank Arab city of Nablus, confiscating 6 weapon manufacturing machines and a number of illegal arms. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met today in Jerusalem with leaders of pro-Israel lobby AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. He spoke to the group about 2 major issues, he said, that have happened in the past year.
The most important thing that happened in the last 2 years, in the last year, in our region, it's number one, the decision by President Trump to move out of the agreement. That has caused a tailspin in Iran's economy. What the nuclear deal did was fuel Iran's coffers, and from these coffers they put it right into Syria, right into Hezbollah, right into Hamas, and we're seeing that without question that's happening. The second thing that happened, the most dramatic thing, is our activity in Syria, our military activity to deprive Iran from basing itself militarily against us in Syria.
The 60-member delegation to Jerusalem is being led by AIPAC President Morton Friedman. And staying with the Prime Minister, the Times of Israel reports that Netanyahu will fly Saturday night to Chad, the first Israeli leader to visit the African Muslim-majority country. While there for a brief one-day visit, Netanyahu will meet with President Idris Deby and announce the renewal of diplomatic ties with Chad, which were cut 47 years ago. Veteran Jewish newspaper The Forward is reportedly ending its print edition, which has run for over 120 years. This according to a report in the New York Post. The paper will continue in its online edition in English and in Yiddish. The European Parliament passed a resolution today which calls for Nazi-looted art to be identified and recovered. 544 members out of 626 voted in favor of the resolution, which was spearheaded by Czech member Pavel Svoboda, who said that cultural heritage constitutes one of the basic elements of civilization, given, for example, its symbolic value and cultural memory of humankind uniting people. The World Jewish Restitution Organization welcomed the passage. Its chair of operations, Gideon Taylor, said ahead of International Holocaust Remembrance Day, this is a powerful declaration of support by the European Parliament for Holocaust survivors and their families in their decades-long quest for justice from the largest cultural theft in history. Well, Israel is calling on the International Paralympic Committee to take action against the government of Malaysia for its recent decision to ban Israel's team from an international competition this summer, which we reported to you about earlier this month. Israel and Malaysia do not have diplomatic ties. Israel's foreign ministry called the Malaysian decision shameful, saying it totally goes against the Olympic spirit. The ministry said, "We call upon the International Paralympic Committee to change this wrong decision or change the venue of the event." For the first time, Israel was named one of 16 global innovation champions by the CTA, the Consumer Technology Association, a leading American trade organization, noting Israel's role in the development of self-driving vehicles and other areas of technology, as well as Israel's highly skilled workforce and the high amount of funds that the country invests in research and development. The rankings were announced last week at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, January the 17th. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud study. At 8 o'clock, a look at resolving conflict. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Rabbi Stuart Weinblatt, who talks about his experience with cancer. At 10, the American Jewish Committee's Women of Courage honors. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, January the 17th, 2019. I'm Teisha Bader.